Craig Parker here, property investor. Just wanted to come at you with another video on top 10 ways to find property deals in the UK. There's probably more than 10, but just start off with top 10 ways that I find my property deals. I found my property deals in the UK. So number one would be Rightmove and Zoopla. Nice and easy. That's probably the number one go-to place where people look for properties, especially when, with estate agents, local estate agents, UK estate agents, they would sell on Rightmove, so that's where the majority of deals are. Little tips on Zoopla and Rightmove that you can kind of do just to get to look for the better deals and maybe find some below market value deals that you can put some offers on. Look for reduced listings. There's loads of different filters you can do on Rightmove, so you can look for reduced listings. So that sometimes indicates that it's been on the market for a little while, or the seller's getting kind of desperate. Sometimes it just means that they've just priced it higher than what the current market value is. Another one is look for properties that have been on the market for 90 plus days. That's always a good one as well, because when you're selling a property, more times than not, when you're selling a property, the seller wants a quick sell. Nobody wants if you're selling, nobody wants the sell to take longer than what it needs to, so if the property has been on the market for 90 plus days, they're probably starting to get a little bit agitated. So if you come in, you've got all your proof of deposit, your mortgage in principle in place, so they know that you're a serious buyer, you can put an offer in and it could get accepted. So that's number one. Number two, auctions. Auctions is a good one. You can look on, they do online auctions, or you can go to a local auctions in your area, wherever you are in the UK. And you usually get a lot of below market value properties for sale. They're usually either repossessed or distressed homes. So that's a really good one. The only thing I would say with auctions is you need to make sure that you got your finances ready. If you go in there and you haven't got your finances ready, but you've won a property in auction, you're going to lose a lot of money. So do your research. But if you're going to go to an auction, make sure that your finances are in place, whether it be bridging, whether it be cash, which are usually the two ways you can buy via auction if you're a cash buyer, or you got bridging in place ready to go. But you can get really, really good deals at property auctions. Really, really good, because like I said, they're either been repossessed, so the bank has repossessed the house and they just want a quick sell so you can get it below market value, or it's homes that are in a really bad condition that are sometimes not even mortgageable because of the condition of them. So you can get some really good property deals. I would say that's more for the experienced investors, but there's no harm in looking, if you're brand new to this as well. There's no harm in looking. Number three, I would say estate agents. Estate agents is a good one because it's where most people would go to want to sell their properties. So as a property investor, I would give you the best advice and say build relationships with estate agents. Pop in there, let them know you're a serious buyer, you're a serious investor. Even if you're not in a position to buy, sometimes still pop in, make sure you remain relevant with them, because usually you build up a good rapport with an estate agent, they'll call you before they put it on Rightmove. And I can vouch for that, because one of the properties that I've bought, it didn't even hit Rightmove, but they called me. Somebody came in, said they got something for sale. I'd been in there a few days before. It met all my criterias. They called me straight away. Didn't get to go on the market. Sold. I bought it. So yeah, build relationships with estate agents. It's a really, really good way. Number four, direct to vendor marketing is a really, really good way to find property deals. Again, if you want to try and get something below market value, this is a good way to do it. What do I mean by direct to vendor marketing? I mean, you can do letters, you can send out letters or leaflets to homes. You can do social media ads, just literally doing a video like this and saying, hi, my name's Craig, I'm a property investor, I'm looking to buy in this specific area. I've got cash ready to go, I've got mortgage in principle ready to go, this is my budget, this is what I've got to spend. If you're somebody that's looking to sell your house or sell an investment property fast, get in contact with me, post it. Because even if you post it to your friends on Facebook, for example, and they share it, somebody that somebody knows is always selling a property. So that's another really good way to get yourself a below market value property in the UK. Number 5, I would say networking. Similar to number 4, but networking, you can go to networking events. Doesn't even have to be property networking events, in my opinion. It could be any sort of networking event. And if you just start telling people what you do, or what you're looking for, just looking to get myself on the property ladder, or I'm looking to add to my portfolio in this particular area, just letting people know that you're after what you're after, could also help you find some really good deals in the UK. So that is something that, again, I've used in the past. Just telling people, me doing this video, I'm telling you guys I am a property investor and I'm always actively looking to invest and buy properties in specific areas. So yeah, networking is a really good way to find good property deals in the UK also. And then on to number 6, I would say going on to social media groups and marketplace groups on like Facebook. Facebook's a really good one, because you do often, little nugget here, you do often get a lot of private landlords on marketplace groups that want a quick sell. So usually you got to do little bits and bobs to get into that group, just to prove that you're not someone just trying to sell services, and it's more of a networking space, safe space area on Facebook. But once you get yourself in there, every now and then, because I see it in the marketplace groups that I'm in on Facebook, that landlords will just be like, looking for a quick sell at this property, X, Y, and Z. So marketplace groups are a really good place to find property deals as well. Number 7, getting a little bit more technical now, but just bear with me. Anything I say that you're not sure of, Google it or put a comment below and just ask me for more details, and then we can maybe connect outside of YouTube together and I can break down these things. But number 7 is probate leads. So probate leads is usually like, I'll break down what probate is. It's usually a bit morbid, but when a family member has passed away, but moved the property onto maybe the siblings or grandchildren, so on and so forth. There are a few agents that get them, and again, it's all about putting yourself out there and letting people know and networking and so on and so forth. But those ones can be good, can be quite tricky at times, but also can be really good if there's not many people involved and they've just inherited a property that they don't know anything to do with or don't want anything to do with it. They just want a quick sell, and you're that person, you can get a really good deal. Number 8, I would say, is again, tired landlords. Tired landlords is a place where you can really get good property deals. How you find them is pretty much similar to most of the other ones I've said, is getting yourself out there, networking, being in the right place at the right time, on Facebook market groups, going to networking events. But if you can get yourself a really tired landlord that's just had enough, and what I mean by a tired landlord is he's or she have got headache tenants, they've been in investments for a long time and they're just tired of all the new regulations that have come in, and then here you are, young and ready, a new entrepreneur and property investor with a clear mindset. A landlord can sometimes give you a good deal, give you a little hand up because they know what you're trying to achieve because they've achieved it themselves. So yeah, that's a good one. You know, finding some tired landlords is a really, really good way. Also, number 9, repossessions, mortgage defaults. Again, this is something that's a little bit, you know, it's not, nobody wants to be repossessed or have mortgage defaults, but it happens all the time in the UK, and some people just can't keep up with their payments. So before it goes to auction, again, it's something where you need to make sure that you're out there, you're marketing yourself, you're branding yourself well, letting everybody know that you're a property investor and you're ready to go. Before it gets given to like an auction house, you know, you could be that middle person where you can offer a deal before it goes there. I've been in a situation like that before. Unfortunately, I missed out on it. It was like a 6-bedroom house in the southeast of London, and it got defaulted on and it got repossessed, and it was just before it was going to go off to an auction house to be auctioned off. I got a phone call from an agent that I hadn't spoke to for years, and it was just like, Craig, you still buying property? And I'm like, indeed I am. He's like, look, I've got a really good deal here, but I just didn't have the funds at the time. Big old house, 6-bedroom house in southeast London. Tried to get some investors involved, but I missed out on it. But that would have been a fantastic opportunity, you know. So that's another good way to get deals. And last but surely not least, number 10, is find yourself a good deal sourcer. Deal sourcers are great, in my opinion. Deal sourcers are really good because their full-time job is finding deals. So if you can get yourself a deal sourcer, or start getting connected with deal sourcers and tell them your situation, say, look, I'm a new investor or I'm a seasoned investor, whichever sort of investor you are, deal sourcers are great because you can say, look, this is my budget, this is the return on investment I want, this is the area that I want to be investing in, can you help me? And if they're a good deal sourcer, they will look at all your three requirements and go out and find you a deal that suits you. If you've got a busy lifestyle, you work a full-time job, you haven't got time to be going out looking for deals or doing social media marketing or finding probate leads or all the other points that I've put across. Deal sourcers do. They have all the time. That's what they do for a living, you know. So find yourself a really good deal sourcer. Tell them what your budget is. Tell them, you know, what you're trying to achieve. And if you get yourself a good one, they'll help you build your portfolio. So yeah, that's my top 10 ways to find deals in the UK. Hope you've enjoyed. I've been Craig Parker, property investor. See you again next time.